This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Noles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yes, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble, nice job getting the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Back to pass. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch.
And it's caught! Touchdown Tide!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Glenn. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Took care of it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Got a man, it's Horton. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And now on second down for this offense.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Skips away from pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. To the air, it's Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man, it's Davis. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That's reeled in, it's Robinson. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Glenn. They'll run the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. He's got him. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Webster. Couldn't ask for much more there, a 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Glenn. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He splits the uprights. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Makes the catch, it's Horton. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a crease, it's Young. Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Wide receiver going in motion. off play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, Mark. Not good.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a second down play. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They're going to ride this running back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the grab. It's Riley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, headed to the... bounces over the top. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Woodside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Glenn. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed...
Touchdown, no! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute lately.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. That's caught. It's Adams. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Wants to adjust the pattern. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been...
Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. And that is how we will wrap this one up.